Hi guys, I'm Andrea, and since many of you have asked, we're making an introductory video on how to create a character sheet for a hero in Gates of Krystalia. We'll start from page 26, where there's an explanation of what ranks are and what bonuses they give. When creating a hero, we need to choose two blessed seeds that are connected to our four abilities. So intelligence with spades, charisma with hearts, strength with clubs, and agility with diamonds. We'll choose them later because for me, it's important to pick a character whose blessed seeds correspond to abilities with a good or high bonus. So let's go straight to looking at the rank. Let's start from rank 1. So I'm going to choose Heroic as the rank. The heroic rank gives me these two effects, a +1 to a chosen ability, and 4 additional combat techniques, which I can choose in addition to the base attack technique and the beyond the limit technique. Besides the +1, we can choose either a racial innate ability or a generic one. The generic ones are innate abilities that the hero brings with them from another world. So they're, as the name suggests, generic innate abilities, not specifically tied to any particular theme. Unlike the racial ones, for example. So here you'll find, for example, Return from Death, which could be very similar to the ability the protagonist of ReZero has, as well as others. Interesting ones. So now I'm going to choose the race. I'll just go with human, which gives me a +1 to intelligence. You can't see it very well here in the PDF, it's a bit clearer. In the printed version anyway, they're in the same order as on the character sheet, so you'll find spades, hearts, clubs, diamonds. In this case, since I'm choosing human, I get +1 to intelligence and +1 to charisma, so that's +1 spade, +1 heart. I already know the combat techniques, so I know what this imbalance in intelligence and charisma means for me. But I still have to choose a racial innate ability because we've said that the generic ones don't interest me. Among the racial innate abilities, I have determination, human, and adaptability. I'll choose adaptability to get an additional +1. In my case, I'll assign this +1 from adaptability to intelligence. I'm going back to page 26. Because I still have to assign another bonus, which is the origin bonus from another world, where I get another bonus to an ability and the bonus to that ability. I'll simply assign it to agility, because I want an agile hero. Now that I have an overview of my stats, can I choose the blessed suits more easily? So simply, I'll choose spades, and instead of charisma, I'll go for diamonds. So agility as the second blessed suit. We'll understand why together later. After choosing the race, it's time to choose the class. So let's quickly scroll through the manual to get to the classes. Trainer, assassin, berserker, until we reach the mage. The mage gives me 2 class specializations, and I get both. And at this point, I go on to choose my combat techniques. Here we forgot to write down mage and human, and my character's name will be Kaido. To speed things up just a little bit, I'll go ahead and carefully choose my specific combat techniques right now. Thanks to the comprehensive technique deck we have available, we currently have the basic attack technique and the powerful beyond the limit ability ready to go. Now let's take a closer look at how these will work in our upcoming battle sequence to ensure our victory. So technique feed. A seed. The same as my blessed seeds, because this will allow me to deal more damage. So I could go for this Labyrinth of Darkness. Meteor Shower works great for me because no, actually it doesn't work great because it's on hearts, but I like it, so I'll take it, even if it doesn't have a blessed seed. Tide Tranquility. Let's take a look for a moment. I have a technique. Self-action courage is recognizable by this little symbol on the left. First, I will use a range technique, followed by another ranged ability. Having an area of effect attack could be incredibly useful for my strategy, so I'm going to head over and collect these hearts now. I'll decide to select this Mistral Blessing. So, Mistral's Blessing. And I have my 4 techniques, along with my standard basic attack, and my powerful limit break ability. At this point, basically my character is complete. Also because remember that summoned characters usually start out without any equipment, since it could actually be a very significant first quest, or perhaps a primary mission, specifically to obtain your very first piece of essential equipment. In the next video, we'll see an example of combat using this character sheet.